I want to understand how you stop us from playing a video game in America.
Can't sell water, you can't have commentators, you can't have sponsors. I don't know what's going on with Smash, dude. What is happening? I get it. This rhetoric is like for bigger publishers and to try to get a license or whatever, but this is ridiculous. This is gonna kill Smash. I did not want to make this fucking video. I talk a lot of shit on Nintendo and I talk on Nintendo a lot. We have to talk about these new guidelines that they just dropped. I'm not gonna go over every single aspect of this, but I will be linking this in the description below. But dear God, there's a TLDR that we have that I wanna go over. If you guys are not in the loop, Nintendo dropped out of nowhere their guidelines and they're effective November 15th. Effectively giving no one any time. All of these majors that are happening, all these tournaments that are happening are going to be screwed. And we're going to go over the TLDR right now. From Lilac SSB, this is the TLDR. This is happening in the EU and Japan right now. And there's no shot that it wouldn't happen in America. They're probably going to make their way to America next. Lilac said, all tournaments are required to have a full summary of all finances regarding the event. The TOs aren't allowed to make any money from the event. Any prizing must come out of the TO's pocket. TOs can only charge up to the equivalent of 13 USD per entrant to help mitigate costs for the event. TOs have to get a license from Nintendo, UGBC callback, to run a tournament of more than 200 people. TOs can't have sponsors of any capacity, whether that be player or event sponsors. TOs can't use Nintendo anything in advertising apart from screenshots, and TOs can't use Nintendo's copyrighted music at the tournament. This is just one of the things that has been said. They also said, from BBATS highlighting this, thank God Nintendo's cracking down on high school charity events. I was afraid St. Jude's Children's Hospital were raising too much money. And it says, question 15, how can I host a game tournament using Nintendo games as part of a charity activity in my high school? For students to host a game tournament using Nintendo games as part of the school's charity activities, the school to which the student belongs must make a separate application to Nintendo to obtain permission to conduct the game tournament. Any game tournament that Nintendo has separately licensed will be given a license number by Nintendo. Information and relevant forms to apply will be available in the near future. Hungrybox also said, Nintendo doesn't like circuits, doesn't like tournaments bigger than 200 people, now requires splitting a major into a bunch of smaller tournaments. So now we have to take all the winners of those small tourneys and put them into a winner's tourney, but no circuits. Turn off a wall. I love this. Yeah, I love his content. Obviously, fuck Nintendo. The Larry Lear also said, so Japan and Europe can't host any more in-person tournaments that have over 200 entrants due to Nintendo's rule. It's just a matter of time before it leaks to America. And then we go to one other tweet from HBox. The names of community tournaments may not contain Nintendo trademarks or IP, such as Nintendo's company name, logo, product, or service names, such as game titles, names adopted from Nintendo's games, such as character names. This includes any shortened or modified uses of Nintendo's trademarks or IP. Other than referencing the game name to indicate which game is being played at the community tournaments may not make use of Nintendo trademarks or IP, including logos and character art, as part of the community tournament activity. I guess we should go through all of it, huh? Nintendo is grateful that our customers share their passion for the games, characters, and worlds that we create. No, you don't. You're such dickheads. No, you don't. Additionally, Nintendo respects the gaming community. No, you don't, and hopes that everyone involved in gaming will keep their gaming experiences through cooperative and competitive gameplay as irreplaceable memories. I think this company is an irreplaceable memory of how not to treat your community. Therefore, in order for our customers to be able to engage with the games, characters, and worlds that we create in an appropriate way with a peace of mind, we provide games for which Nintendo owns the copyright, here and after referred to as Nintendo games. We have established guidelines that should be followed when holding a small non-profit game tournament, known as a community tournament. Please understand the following guidelines before holding a community convention. These guidelines apply to Japan or hosted resident in Japan, but also it goes to EU/UK. The community conventions must be small and non-commercial. So organizers have to comply with this. Organizers must not tolerate gambling or drugs or alcohol use at community conventions. So no more bar-like tournaments for Melee. Organizers should ensure that contestants and spectators under the age range do not participate in community conventions based on game ratings. Oh my god, Nintendo games as a whole are not available for community competitions such as content that is illegal or inappropriate. Health, safety, and dignity of contestants or spectators are not protected. Use of community tournaments or Nintendo games to advertise or promote products, politics, services, religion, beliefs, or ideas. Items that may damage the value of Nintendo's brand or intellectual property, those that may not follow this guideline. And in addition to the above, items that Nintendo deems inappropriate. Oh, they can just deem anything inappropriate. Wow, amazing. They can take legal action against community tournaments that violate or are likely to violate the guidelines. Oh, Nintendo deems inappropriate. In addition, we may take action against those who violate guidelines inappropriate, such as banning inappropriate behavior, such as banning them from. Oh my god! So they control the rights and the ability to ban TOs from future community tournaments. Nintendo is not responsible for any troubles that may arise between organizers, contestants, spectators, or third parties regarding community tournaments. Additionally, Nintendo will not respond to individual inquiries regarding guidelines or QA. Wow, they really want to make this shit impossible for anybody to get any type of word out of them. What kind of community competitions are covered by these guidelines? Games that use Nintendo copyrights. Events organized by an individual customer. Contestants are individual customers on nonprofit teams. Items that are not for commercial purposes. Is a small game competition played by no more than 300 contestants online, no more than 200. Oh my god. You can't have more than 300 online and you can't have more than 200 in person. Are you kidding me? It really is true. They really wrote that. Can I use Nintendo game logos and character illustrations to announce community tournaments? They may not be used. It cannot be used for decorations or be. Oh my god, dude. What is the point? What is the point of playing Smash anymore? Smash is dead. There's no point in buying the next game. I swear to God, do not buy the next Smash game. Whatever these idiots put out, do not buy it. You are supporting a company that is actively killing their community, actively trying to kill any momentum that any community has. They don't even break even. Hardly ever do tournaments ever make enough money to either break even or make money. They rarely ever make money. They're mostly always in the red. So this is ridiculous to see that we have to apply. If you own a tournament, you have to apply and wait like VG Bootcamp did, who got Panda canceled, which I'm pissed about still, but they literally had a year. They waited a year. VG Bootcamp waited a year and they didn't get approved. So their tournament couldn't run. This is happening in EU and Japan right now. And unless we have insane levels of flack, nothing is going to stop them from doing this. I'm skipping all the ones that I know don't have as much weight. They just keep saying the same shit. If it's Splatoon, if it's Smash, you can't use the names and stuff as a word or anything that's in there. Oh my god, there's so much stupidity in this, dude. I'm gonna leave the link in the description for you guys to be able to read this with me or read it too. HBox, I'm sure, is gonna have a video about this. I genuinely cannot believe what I'm looking at. I would like to host large-scale tournaments with more than 300 participants online or 200 participants offline. How should I go about this? Currently, Nintendo does not provide individual permission for those numbers. If it exceeds, you have to refer to question 12. If you wish to host a tournament as a group or club, please apply from the URL listed and request it. Oh my god, and 14. Oh, this is so stupid. The total number of participants in all blocks of tournament will be 300 online or 200 offline. Oh my god, dude, do you know how many people go into the coin box? The first coin box had 8,000 people. I was in the first coin box. And school clubs and neighborhood associations host community tournaments based off guidelines. School clubs are organizations, so as a general rule, they cannot host community tournaments based on these guidelines. What? However, as an exception, school clubs may host community competitions under these guidelines if they meet the following requirements. The event must comply with the guidelines, except that the organizer of the school club. A game competition between 2 schools and no more than 3 schools. Oh my god, it is an independent game tournament. Does not affect rankings or qualifications. What rankings? They're not going to exist anymore. Eligibility to participate in game tournaments is limited to members within the school circle, and public participants are not publicly recruited. So the college participant shit is dead. If you're on a college team like Jakal and all the other players, you can't participate if you don't go to the school. How can a corporation or organization host a gaming tournament using Nintendo games? In order for a corporation to host the games, they have to apply for permission to officially host a tournament before announcing the tournament. Are you joking? You must do so and obtain permission. Oh my god, please know that Nintendo will decide whether or not to grant. Oh yeah. They have a monopoly on platform fighters, guys. We need to stand against this type of shit. Really? I mean, play NASB, play anything else other than these stupid games. Play the modded versions, and I'm not buying the next Smash. How can I host a game tournament using part of my high school charity activities? In order for a student to host a game tournament using Nintendo games as part of the school's charity activities, the school must officially sponsor a game tournament to Nintendo prior to the tournament. We know that they're gonna take a year to do this shit. You are gonna be, if you go in as a freshman trying to play or trying to organize this shit, you will be a senior by the time, I bet, by the time they actually approve it, because it took a year for BGBC and they still didn't get it approved after a year. You're gonna be a sophomore, right? It'll still be a year go by after that. You'll be a junior. They'll probably take 2 years to get approved. Unless they have a whole team of this shit, there's no way. Here's the application. Let's look at it real quick. Oh my god, let's translate this shit. All right. Oh my god. What are they doing? They're like running my pockets. They like have you at a chokehold. You have to not only go to what the hell is going on in this, but you have to also look and see which one is there. Game tournament for charity. Game tournament sponsored by influencers, belonging to organizations such as offices. What? Game tournament sponsored by nonprofits. Game tournaments sponsored by educational institutions. Why are they doing all of this? This is a great wall of text. Do you see how long this is? 16, question 16. What types of events are included in illegal appropriate content? Anything that violates the law in terms, items that infringe on Nintendo's intellectual property, displaying a false license number, anything that interferes with the normal operation of Nintendo products, game software that has been illegally copied. Okay. They're cracking down on Slippy. That's what they're also trying to do. They're trying to crack down on Slippy. They're trying to crack down on Melee, all while also cracking down on P+, HDR, and cracking down on Ultimate. Cheating, cracking, unauthorized access, circumvention of technical restriction measures, unauthorized modification, use of products, tools, or services, oh my god, that enable these. Items that use game consoles, peripheral software that are not licensed, but dude, you can't have third-party stuff? Are you kidding me? You can't, obviously third-party stuff also includes software-wise for Slippy. So Melee, they're trying to kill Melee too. Videos, images, sound sources that cannot be used in normal gameplay are extracted and used from game software. Dude, you can't use in Blender, you can't use like Diddy, you can't use Joker, you can't use any of them, you can't manipulate their bodies and like make them look a certain way anymore. You can't use those assets anymore at all. Yeah, you also cannot, you can't vape, you can't smoke, you can't drink, it can't be hosted at bars, you can't, none of that. Melee is old enough to drink. In what cases can Nintendo request cancellation of community tournament? Nintendo may at discretion request cancellation of community tournaments that violate or are likely to violate the guidelines. In addition, upon receiving a request from intellectual rights copy holder from Nintendo, we may request cancellation of the community tournament. Oh my god. They're going to do what they did at EVO. They're going to go out of their way to try to cancel events and try to like make it so they cannot exist. They're going out of their way to make it so that we can no longer stream this shit either without permission, because they're going to make it so that tournaments can't run. Please see below information on whether or not you need to apply for individual permission regarding the posting date and effective. It's shocked. This is it. This is it, guys. This is it. I think this is going to end terribly. There's no way, dude. There's absolutely no way. Panda died for this. The Smash community docs employees, and for this, something inevitable that was going to happen. No, look, now Panda's trending. What is it on Panda? God damn, man, this is such a, I'm so doomer about this shit, guys, but please tell me, guys, please tell me this is the one time we come together across all the Smash communities in the face of Nintendo's greedy ass trying to kill their own game at every single corner. They are deliberately trying to kill Smash and anything. They're trying to have a monopoly over this shit. Like, they're trying to make it so that they get all the money or whatever. They have to get all the approvals. They can only let things happen in the face of what they think is great or what they think is deemed appropriate. They can deem anything appropriate. They can say that you're a health risk, a health hazard. They can say whatever they want to get you shut down. This is ridiculous. I'm so heated right now. This ruined my day. I was recording other videos and this like straight up caught me out of nowhere. This is why I say I do platform fighters, because I knew Nintendo was going to do something stupid, and I know I'm being really doomer about this because we don't know what's going to happen yet because it's in the EU and Japan, but this is 100%, it has to be coming to America. There's no way. I will leave you guys on this remark. I will leave you guys on this remark from the GOAT himself. Bobby Scar is the GOAT. And this is why.
I don't give a shit what they're telling us. I want to see a police officer come and take the CRTs out of the venue. I want to understand how you stop us from playing a video game in America.
Yeah, you can't. And guess what? They're going to try and sue everybody. They're going to try and shut everybody down, and they're going to go against every single person to try to make it so that we can't play this game. It's going to happen. It's already happening in front of us. I'm probably going to just focus on NASB and other games, man. This is crazy to me. I am so torn about this. You're cracking down on charities. You guys are a billion-dollar corporation. You're cracking down on charities. You're cracking down on schools. You're cracking down on clubs. And I get that this is rhetoric about like regulations and shit, but Street Fighter 6 tried the same shit and they got like a huge blowback from this. And guarantee you, Nintendo does not care what the community thinks. They actively try to kill us at every corner. Melee has lived all these years despite Nintendo trying to kill it, and Ultimate will be the same. They'll try to kill the community. As soon as a new game comes out, I will not be buying this new game unless like somebody buys it for me or something. I just can't see a world where I keep playing these games. I can't. I legit don't feel like Nintendo has ever had the community's best interest at heart. They straight up have gutted the community, made it so that we're grassroots on purpose. They actively try to screw us over at every corner, and I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of it. Free Melee, free Ultimate, free these games from the shackles of Nintendo, because these idiots don't know how to run a company, dude. These things they're doing, going after charity events, activities for school. They don't want you to be able to do things at schools and clubs. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm so mad. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'm gonna make some other videos about some other things. I guess I don't know. Maybe I have to scrap my other ideas. I have no idea anymore about what I'm gonna do. But yeah, we'll see you guys in the future, soldier. Goodbye. Ooh, yeah. So annoying, dude. What is wrong with them?